Mbula Vinaka, members of the media. Mbula Fiji, I'm here to update you, the public, on the discussions that were held in Cabinet today. I just want to reiterate that it was a normal Cabinet meeting that is usually scheduled every couple of weeks. The Honourable Prime Minister was away on medical treatment, so we've missed a number of weeks. So we had a few Cabinet papers to catch up on. Also, the Honourable Prime Minister is in good health and ready to go again. Discussed in Cabinet that is perhaps pertinent to Fiji was the issue about the High Court ruling yesterday and the decision on the application by Ms. Barbara Malimali on the legality of her removal as FICAC Commissioner based on the advice provided to the President by the Honourable Prime Minister. As you know, the decision made was that it was found to be unlawful, and so the Solicitor General attended Cabinet today to update Cabinet on the decision as well as some possible ways forward. On the briefing of the Solicitor General, the Honourable Prime Minister has asked her to be given a few days to consider possibilities of the way forward. Now, of course, an appeal is available to the Honourable Prime Minister, as is the process that is available to him on any court decision. A citizen of Fiji can appeal the decision of a High Court to the Fiji Court of Appeal, and then from the Fiji Court of Appeal to the Supreme Court. What are other options available? Also coming out of the judgment yesterday, the court decided that it would not order the reinstatement of Ms. Malimali as FICAC Commissioner, as well as not awarding the damages, special or general damages that were being claimed by Ms. Malimali. And this is to be left to the Judicial Services Commission to look at the two issues. So at this point, I will just state that the Honourable Prime Minister is looking at those options as far as the decisions made by the court yesterday on the two remaining issues. And that is one of those options is really to await on the Judicial Service Commission to convene and to make its decisions on Ms. Malimali moving forward. And whatever the decision is, as you know, the JSC is independent of the executive, independent of government. And if the JSC does make some decisions, then for the Honourable Prime Minister to consider from that point whether an appeal is still to be done. We are given 41 days, and also whether there are other directives from the Judicial Service Commission for the Executive to consider, or for the Honourable Prime Minister to consider. So that's really what was discussed in Cabinet today, and I just wanted to brief members of the media on that. So now I'm available to take any questions based on that discussion in Cabinet. Thank you.
Lavinia with my TV. One of the questions that's sort of echoed in the public space since the hearing was handed down was whether who advised the Prime Minister in May
Yes.
to revoke the appointment, to advise the President to revoke the appointment of Ms. Malimali and appoint Ms. Lavi Rohige as acting FICAC Commissioner.
It is very clear from the judgment of the Justice Dane Tuingerengere that the Honourable Prime Minister relied on two opinions from the King's Council in New Zealand to make that decision. So it was certainly not made on his own. It was the advice that was received by the Honourable Prime Minister to act on. And that's also the submissions that were made by the Solicitor General to court, which of course the court did not accept. And I believe the reliance by the Honourable Prime Minister on a King's Council advice is then upon that was when he advised the President.
But there is also what's come out of it is his own admission that he gave the wrong advice, sort of in a way defeats the purpose of the appeal because he's already admitted to that. Would that in any way sort of justify if the push by him to carry on with the appeal?
I just wish to clarify that statement. At no time did the Honourable Prime Minister admit that he was wrong in terms of the advice given. He did state that if, as a result of the appeal, right as it goes up to the Supreme Court, that the Supreme Court comes otherwise in its decision, then he would consider the resignation based on the law, right, based on the court's finding that the advice was indeed wrong. So at this point, he has not admitted that. I think the media, or what is being put out, needs to be corrected. If you looked at his statement yesterday, he did refer to the appeal process, and if at the end of it he certainly was wrong in law, he would consider resigning. But I just want to say today in Cabinet, it was a resounding sentiment in Cabinet that we would not accept his resignation. There is a unanimous support for the Honourable Prime Minister to continue to lead this country and continue to lead us. And the issue of what has been before the courts and may continue to be through the appeal process is what's available to the Honourable Prime Minister and to every Fijian. It is the rule of law, and we respect the rule of law. We respect the process. Certainly the executive is separate from the judiciary. It really demonstrates that there is no interference by the executive of the judiciary. We respect the decision of the High Court, and of course we will be able to access what is legally available to the Honourable Prime Minister in terms of the appeal process.
So if the Prime Minister does consider resigning, like, is there a succession plan in the People's Alliance Party? Like, according to the party president, he stated that there is no clear succession plan, and then this move would create a vacuum that would not be easy to fill. Like, is there anyone in mind that the PM is considering to be his successor in terms of this?
The appeal process is going to take some time. It will need to go to the Court of Appeal, and then on to the Supreme Court. Until that time, the party will not address that issue, and neither will the Honourable Prime Minister. There's no urgency to it because the appeal process will take some time.
When will the Prime Minister be meeting the President with regards to the resignation?
Thank you. The Honourable Prime Minister, I believe, will be meeting the President tomorrow in terms of this issue, which they will need to discuss among them what has been discussed in Cabinet today and presented by the Solicitor General.
Nikhil from FPC. Public reaction was high after the comments that were made by the Honourable PM in the media yesterday. Many have been saying that his statement of stepping aside, his reaction has been very high since the statement was made. Any thoughts from your side on that?
Well, thank you. As the Minister for Information, we've also been monitoring the media, and I challenge that statement because there has also been a high reaction as well, asking the Honourable Prime Minister not to step down and not to resign. So in the absence of any data from both sides, I believe it is left for the public to decide the sentiments that go either way. But I can certainly assure us in terms of Cabinet and the members of Cabinet, the ministers, that for us we wish for the Honourable Prime Minister to stay and continue on. We believe in his leadership. This is part of the legal process that is available to all of us. We respect the process of appeal, and we will continue to monitor it as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Madam Minister.
Thank you.